How to form an LLC in Tennessee. When starting a new company, choosing a business entity is one of the most important decisions that you make. For most businesses with more than one founding member, forming an LLC is often the best option. Before we begin, let's quickly define what an LLC is. An LLC stands for Limited Liability Company and is an uncomplicated business structure that gives business owners legal protection by separating personal assets from business debts. However, creating an LLC can get complicated depending on where you're based, as the process differs from state to state. To avoid any missteps, follow along as we show you how to form an LLC in Tennessee. The first step in forming an LLC is to select a name. Tennessee has two major naming guidelines. 1. Your name must be unique and differ from the business entities on file with the Tennessee Secretary of State. 2. Your name must include one of the following words or abbreviations: Limited Liability Company, LLC, or LLC. After selecting a name for your LLC, you can reserve it with the Secretary of State. To do this, first, check your chosen business name is available in Tennessee by performing a business search. 2. File an application for reservation of LLC name with the Secretary of State by mail or in person to reserve the name for up to 4 months. Note that reserving a name has a fee. Check the description below for more details. Step 2. Designate a registered agent. As in most U.S. states, forming an LLC in Tennessee requires appointing a registered agent service. A registered agent is an individual or a company that acts as your official point of contact in the state to receive legal documents, service of process, and other official communications from the state. It is their job to forward these documents and communications to your LLC in a timely manner. A registered agent also helps save time mailing documents and keeps your address and other personal information private. Your registered agent must meet the following requirements. 1. Must be a state resident with a street address in Tennessee. 2. Have a business office in Tennessee if located out of state. Check out the description below for recommended registered agent services that can guide you through this entire process. Step 3. File Articles of Organization. Next, file your Articles of Organization with the Secretary of State. Doing this formally establishes your LLC. Your Articles of Organization must include the following details: LLC's name and the address of its principal office, registered agent name and address, and month of the LLC's fiscal year, whether the LLC is member-managed or manager-managed, the number of LLC members, whether the LLC is perpetual or has a term end date, article's effective date, information regarding the LLC's business and designation, the names and addresses of all LLC organizers, the signature of one LLC organizer, member, or an authorized representative. You can file the articles online or by mail. Note that there is a fee. Check the description below for more details. Next is to create an operating agreement. An operating agreement does the following: describes your business structure, establishes the individual responsibilities and obligations of your LLC members, details how the LLC will be run. Although Tennessee doesn't require one, an operating agreement clarifies the specific duties of its members, which may help your LLC avoid significant legal and operational difficulties. Step 5. Get an EIN. Before your company is ready to start doing business, you must obtain an IRS Employer Identification Number, EIN, by applying on the IRS website. The 9-digit EIN is like a social security number for a business and is necessary for things like paying income tax, filing tax returns, opening a business bank account. You can apply for an EIN on the IRS website. Finally, make sure to complete all additional legal requirements. File an annual report. An LLC's annual report is due by the first day of the 4th month after the end of its fiscal year. For example, the annual report would be due on April 1 if the LLC's fiscal year is the same as the calendar year. The annual report can be filed online or through the mail. Pay taxes. Tennessee LLCs that collect sales tax on retail items and LLCs with employees must register with the Tennessee Department of Revenue. You can register to pay state taxes online using the Tennessee Taxpayer Access Point. Additional licenses. Certain LLCs may be required to obtain additional licenses depending on the nature of their business and location. The Tennessee Smart Guide can help determine which state licenses are needed and explains how to apply for them. For information on local licensing regulations, consult a city clerk in the city or county where your LLC is based. So, to sum it up, how to form an LLC in Tennessee. 1. Select a name. 2. Designate a registered agent. 3. File your Articles of Organization. 4. Create an operating agreement. 5. Obtain an employer identification number. 6. Fulfill your legal obligations, particularly those relating to submitting annual reports, registering to pay state taxes, and applying for any additional licenses you may need. By completing these steps, you can form an LLC in Tennessee. All the websites mentioned earlier are located in the description below, as well as a link to a guide. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos answering your questions to all things LLC.